Breaking: Justin Trudeau to resign as Prime Minister and prorogue Parliament. A summary of the most relevant national and international news of the day, here on ICI Noticias Canada. With its presenter Angelica Cifuentes. Justin Trudeau will resign as Prime Minister. Justin Trudeau was scheduled to confront his disgruntled team at a special caucus meeting on Wednesday. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced Monday morning that he intends to resign as Liberal leader and Prime Minister, launching a Liberal leadership race that will determine his successor. Justin Trudeau said Governor-General Mary Simon has granted his request to prorogue Parliament until March 24, leaving the House of Commons in abeyance until the Liberals find a leader to lead the party into the next federal election. "I intend to step down as party leader, as Prime Minister after the party selects its next leader through a robust, competitive process at the national level," Trudeau said. "This country deserves a real choice in the next elections, and it has become clear to me that if I have to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best choice in those elections." Trudeau said he has already asked Liberal Party President Sachet Mehra to begin the process to replace him as leader, and said he is excited to see how the process unfolds over the coming months. Rumored leadership contenders Mark Carney and Freeland reacted to the news by thanking Trudeau for his years of service and wishing him the best for his future endeavors. Her decision to step down comes after months of growing calls for her to do so, which reached their highest levels in the past month following the resignation of Chrystia Freeland from the cabinet as Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. These are the statements Justin Trudeau commented on. "I thought it would be fun for us to do this again. I've been inspired by the resilience, generosity, and determination of Canadians. We're at a critical moment in the world." Court orders WestJet to hand over files on alleged harassment of flight attendant. The British Columbia Supreme Court has ordered WestJet to hand over all its records on harassment of flight attendants in a class action lawsuit alleging widespread misconduct by pilots. Judge Jacqueline Hughes' ruling says WestJet has been slow and potentially inconsistent with regard to documents, and it is unclear why complaint filings have not been produced in a timely manner. The underlying claim in the long-running lawsuit, filed in 2016, alleges that WestJet breached flight attendants' contracts by breaking a promise to provide a harassment-free workplace. The ruling, issued Friday but dated December 11, says the airline sought to limit document production to complaints against male pilots by flight attendants who have not opted out of the lawsuit. But Hughes ordered the airline to file all complaints of harassment by flight attendants during the class period, from April 4, 2014, through February 28, 2021, regardless of who they were against. More than a dozen people were injured after a bus overturned near the Canada-US border in Quebec's Eastern Townships region. The accident occurred at around 8:30 p.m. in Saint-Armand, Quebec, approximately 62 kilometers southeast of Montreal. The bus was traveling on Route 133 when the driver lost control, causing the vehicle to overturn. Of the 40 passengers on board, most suffered minor injuries, but about 15 people were hospitalized. 2 of them had more serious, but non-life-threatening, injuries. Authorities say poor weather and road conditions may have been contributing factors to the accident. A strike is looming as Ontario universities and teachers' unions. Ontario University professors, represented by the Ontario Public Service Employees Union, OPSEU, have issued a 5-day strike notice, allowing them to begin a legal strike beginning Saturday, January 4, 2025. Negotiations between OPSEU and the College Employer Council, CEC, which represents Ontario's 24 public colleges, have faced significant challenges. Although both sides agreed to a non-binding mediation session from December 6 to 8, 2024, no agreement was reached. New mediation sessions have been scheduled for January 6 to 7, 2025, coinciding with the return of students to classrooms. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has responded to the recent resignation of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau with an unusual proposal. Using his Truth Social platform, Trump suggested that Canada could join the United States as the 51st state. He argued that such integration would eliminate tariffs, reduce taxes, and strengthen security against threats from Russia and China. Trudeau's resignation came amid a decline in his popularity, attributed to economic challenges and Trump's victory in the U.S. election, which heightened concerns about economic stability in Canada. The situation was exacerbated by the resignation of his finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, due to disagreements over how to handle Trump's proposed tariff policies. The United States Congress met today to formally certify Donald Trump's victory in the November 2024 presidential election. This process, which is traditionally a formality, takes on special relevance as it coincides with the 4th anniversary of the assault on the Capitol that occurred in 2021. During the session, the Electoral College votes from each state were read and counted, confirming that Trump had won 312 electoral votes to Democratic nominee Vice President Harris's 226. No significant objections were raised, and the process proceeded smoothly. Today's certification marks the penultimate step in the presidential transition process ahead of Donald Trump's official inauguration as the 47th President of the United States on January 20, 2025. Once in office, Trump is expected to implement policies such as tax cuts and a crackdown on illegal immigration. Following the announcement of Trudeau's resignation, the Canadian dollar appreciated significantly against the US dollar. On Monday, the Canadian currency reached its highest level in almost 3 weeks, trading at 1.43 per US dollar, up 0.7%. This rise is attributed to expectations of greater political stability and the possibility that Canada will avoid the imposition of tariffs by the United States. Reactions in financial markets. Markets have shown positive signs following the news of Trudeau's resignation. There has been an increase in oil prices, a key export for Canada, which could benefit the national economy. In addition, Canadian 10-year bond yields have seen a slight increase, reflecting increased investor confidence in the country's future economic stability. Your opinion matters. Subscribe and follow us on our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook platforms as ICI News Canada, to always be informed with the most important news and in-depth analysis. Thank you for choosing us as your trusted source of information.